Good afternoon, ladies, and welcome to the Aesir Defense Force Ragnarok Survival Briefing. For the Aesir Defense Force, I will turn you thumb-wielding maggots into fearsome fighting engines, capable of dismantling any sort of combined arms force that the monsters are going to throw against you. And to aid in this process, I have created a PowerPoint presentation. Let's get underway.
My name is Ted Traver. I'm a technical advisor here at Silicon Knights. I've been with the company for over 12 years now. I specialize in military research, a bit of game design, and game testing as well.
Right stick combat. You do not appear to have the basic concepts of right stick melee combat. It's very simple, maggot. You push the stick in the right direction of the enemy and you hold it there until it's dead. And then you roll it around the perimeter to find your next target and hold it there until it's dead. You hold and you roll. Hold and roll.
I had a lot of paramilitary training as a youngster and participated in war games, sometimes being out in the field for a week or even longer at a time. Later on in life, as a young adult, spent a lot of time playing laser tag, paintball, airsoft, and well, pretty much on a nightly basis I enjoy first-person shooters or hardcore flight sims.
Air combat. So, air combat starts with getting a target in the air. To do that, you need to juggle the target. You juggle a target by tapping twice in the desired direction of the target. Once the target's in the air, you hit the A button to jump. Once Baldur jumps, you push the stick at the target again, and you will have Baldur fly towards that target and engage air melee attacks. If you want to engage a target with your ballistic weapons after a juggle, double tap right trigger. That's it. Baldur will shoot at the target in the air with his guns. By executing air combat maneuvers, you will gain extra combo for your combo meter, making you even more kick-ass.
My favorite snack to eat while I'm playing on Xbox Live is probably a combination between pizza and trail mix, the occasional beer, and maybe a coffee.
Polarities. This could take a while. So, the first thing you need to do is be able to recognize the base classes of the targets. Know your goblins, know your trolls, know your leaders. If you see a target, an enemy target, that is a color that you do not recognize, it's a polarity. If it's glowing bright, it's probably a light polarity. If it's not too bright, it's dark. Here's the deal. You see a light polarity target, you shoot it because it's ready to explode anyway. If you see a dark polarity target, you hit it with melee. If you use the wrong attack on the wrong type of target, you will have the enemy explode in your face and you will be dead. You'll be riding with your cyber girlfriend to Valhalla again and again and again.
No, I don't have any real battle scars, but I do have a little scar here on my forehead. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. I received it when I was about 4 years old. I was up on a porch type elevated structure and I guess didn't see what I was doing because I was a youngster and I fell off onto the concrete and took a header right onto the old frontal lobe here. That's probably why I have no sense of humor at all.
Fearsome finishers are context-sensitive attacks based on a simple input of both joysticks being pushed in the same direction, just like the happy diagram shows. If the target is far away, you'll engage a fierce attack. If the target is close, you'll engage a finisher. Finishers can be done in the air, fierces cannot.
How work is not like the battlefield? Well, you get to socialize a little at work, although I guess, you might be able to socialize on the battlefield. Maybe if it was Christmas or something like that. Well, actually, there's swearing sometimes in the office and there's swearing on the battlefield, so that's not dissimilar.
Both human and cybernetic Baldurs have a hit counter. is right next to your combo meter. You can make the hit counter go up faster by doing a finisher attack or by doing an air juggle with your guns. As the hit counter goes up for a cyborg, you will inflict more damage. If you're a human, you become more efficient. The higher your hit counter is, the better your efficiency is. What good is efficiency? Well, guess what, maggot? Your efficiency allows you to execute a ruiner and not pay the full price, or activate a battle cry at a lowered cost. In 2 Human, there is a plethora of weapons and implements to utilize against the monsters. We will start with melee. You have swords, stabs, and hammers. Swords are good for slashing. They cut, they slash. Stabs, they're good for piercing. They penetrate. And hammers, they're good for smashing. They bludgeon. Now, in each of those cases, you also have dual wield. What's that? You can't make your guns work? Well, guess what? That's a berserker. And your ability to target is based on your class and level, maggot.
Hey, can you guys keep it down a little bit?
Sorry.
We're trying to work. Thank you.
So anyway, the berserker uses swords, not guns, swords. You maggots sick of dying? Getting pasted by artillery, missiles, sniper rounds, goblins, anything else in a Fimble winter? Well, dive roll. You get hit, you dive roll. If you're on fire, you dive roll. If there's missiles coming in, you dive roll. If you're poisoned, you dive roll. In 2 Human, there's a great deal of things to deal with and collect and manage. Items come in a variety of rarity. Red being the most important. If you can find red, good for you. If you're having trouble finding it, set your loot drop chance to 15. You also have an auto salvage that'll help you manage your inventory. Make sure it's on smart mode. That way you lose all the crappy stuff and hold on to all the good stuff. And you're gonna get lots of runes. Runes can be used for everything. Runes you can put into armor. Runes you can put into weapons. Runes can help you get better at other things, and they can also be used as an ingredient in charm quests.
So I have 3 pet rabbits. Their names are Pumpkin, Panda, and Radish. I have a full room for them in my 1-bedroom apartment, so they can run around, and I make them salads on a daily basis, like with parsley and apples and peppers. It makes them really happy. Actually, rabbits are fairly territorial, and I've read some things that they can do bad things to each other if they feel that they're in jeopardy. But my rabbits are well kept, and they're all very happy, friendly, fuzzy, happy bunnies together.
In the field, you will be confronted with many types of enemies. You have goblins, you have dark elves, you have trolls, and you have the undead. Within each of these races, you have screening troops that will do their best to get into melee with you. You will have artillery units that will barrage you at a distance, and you will have command elements that will coordinate all these, making life very difficult. Learn to recognize and prioritize these targets and deal with them accordingly.
The most important thing for a soldier to remember in combat, I think it's going to vary on the soldier. Everybody's motivated by different things. I think it's going to be acceptance. They have to accept their situation that's brought them there, because if they don't accept it, you know, it could become a detriment and the whole thing could just fall apart. I mean, it's bad enough if you're the only one left, or you have to deal with a situation that's been created by the inability of someone else, or just because of insurmountable odds that are coming at you. But it's acceptance and not to give up hope, because as soon as you give up hope, then you've pretty much lost the will to fight. And really, soldiering is about sacrifice and fighting to the death and killing the enemy. And if you are the last one there, you have to find some way to get through that. You know, whether it's vengeance or just pure survival.
If you learn to master these controls, you will kick ass. Like Pinky the Cat. You think you can do that, maggots?